So you're telling me in 2025, black Americans are fighting against Africans? Like really? Let's be let's be for real. It's like I'm fighting against my roommates. We got the same skin color. No matter what you think, there's always something natural that will come and happen. Like for example, when I go to a place where there's no black people and I see one black person, just one, I tell myself I'm safe because I know that dude over there, if there's a problem, he got me, and if there's a problem, I got him back too. Regardless of the or his origin, where he comes from, I don't care as long as we have the same look. Because believe it or not, we always look the same, guys. Like, I'm just wondering why people are telling themselves right now. They don't even have to try. We're just killing ourselves. In 2025, for real? This is the dumbest fight ever. Ever. I don't know what Martin Luther King is saying right now, looking at us fighting against each other for things that don't even make sense. August 1st, August whatever, you support the black business, regardless of where the people comes from. I don't care. You just go, you support it. Because we got to a point where we have to fight against each other. And what is this? What's happening to my people? What make it make sense? Man, you guys are not done with fighting. We fight all the times. We fight today. We fight. Please, it's 2025. Pick the right fight, please. This is not the right fight at all. I won't support neither. Let's just live together. Come on, man. What is wrong with you?
I am not an African. I am a black American. What that means is that my entire family has come from America. I am the descendant of people that were slaves. That's what that means when I tell you that I am a black American. That means that the people that have been in my family for generations built this country. That means that my grandfather, who served in World War II, that helped fight and defend this country, and was, by the way, denied GI Bill benefits because he was black, is a part of the history of this country. I am not Haitian. I'm not Nigerian. I am not from any of these other countries. I am a full-blooded 100% black American. And what that means is that I will speak on black American culture in any way that I please, but what I will also do is I will not allow for it to continue to be co-opted by Africans who come here with so many more resources than your average black American does, try to wrap themselves up in our struggle, our oppression, our history, and try to co-opt every space that we have built for ourselves, like they've done in the destruction of the Essence Music Festival. So don't try to discount what I say and try to pretend that I'm Haitian or I'm not American or whatever. No, I'm 100% black American.
Africans are black and African Americans are brown. This is 100% wrong. Sorry, I have to be upfront. African and African Americans, the difference is not color. The difference is nationality. Keyword nation in the word nationality. What nation you are from depends whether or not you are African or African American. Those of African descent that were taken over to America for slavery, those are now African Americans. They are of African descent but have now been brought to America. Everyone's ancestors, including my own, of Nigerian heritage that were then transferred to America for slavery, and then they had kids, therefore bringing birth to me eventually. We are African American because originally I'm Nigerian, but was then shipped to America as a product. More on that a different day. Africans, on the other hand, are of African descent and live in Africa, or were born and remained in Africa until they immigrated over. Now you may be thinking, well then why are some Africans darker than African Americans? Because people used to sexually assault slaves, therefore putting some white genetics in the African American population.
It's very bad, and I don't think you can support this that is ongoing in between these two people of different identity. As you know, there is quarrel, there is war between these two people, between African Americans and African in America. So the first question that we have to ask, who benefits from the conflicts? Often it's not the people involved. That is always.
What do you consider yourself today? Are you American? Are you African? Are you African American? What are you?
I'm an African raised in America. You know, clearly.
So you're not American,
I wish I was, but my mind is not African. I mean, American. It's clearly African.
but you have the accent. You have, you know,
I went to school in America.
The people who are involved in this are not the one benefiting from this, but because of the system. Because what I can say is that both groups need to space or celebrate their identities while representing, respecting, and supporting each other. Because all that is happening, we have to stand as solidarity against shared oppressions. Racism, police violence, economic injustice should be prioritized in this area. Today, we have to agree in one thing, that what I can say is that these two people, the African Americans in America, they are two different people, but they're being differentiated by identity. Because African Americans, we cannot deny that we are Africans. So you are the descendants of Africa. You are the descendants of the African slavery who were just taken there in America, and you are evolved there, you are birthed there, then you find yourself living there. And let's not deny the fact that not all the black Americans can afford to go back to Africa. There are some people who are just black Americans, but the truth is that they cannot afford to go back to Africa. So let's not pretend like all is well, and let's not let them not see like Africans are the one who are demanding them so much, because it's time. Many times Africans has been urging the African Americans to come back in Africa because they are the descendants of Africa. They come and maybe build up African together. They fight for the African affairs together, but they have been seeing like, now we are demanding them so much, and that's why they have been taking advantages to Africa. But don't forget that a mango tree will remain to be a mango tree wherever it's being planted. That does not matter. For you being in America today does not mean that you are American, but because you are there, you are born there, you are raised there, you are different. That's why you are different. You find that difference between you and Africans, because Africans who are in America, they have just migrated there in America, and that's why today you are seeing like you are two different people. I've come across many African Americans who are declining clearly, loudly, that they are not Africans. They are Americans because they were born in America, they were raised there. But let me ask this question today, because if we go deeper and find out how are these people and what the problems are they facing in America. When we have this police brutality, they are not coming for the Africans, but they are dealing with the black race. So that is where the difference is. You people, you will fight against yourself. You will fight each other that you are a black American, this one is an African. So you have to fight. But when the system turns against you, they will not turn towards you as Africans, but not African American. So that's the difference. They will turn and they will fight against the color. So that's the difference. So you people, as the black Americans and Africans, what you have to do today is to build up the best relationship, build up the businesses, do businesses, ties up in a good way. You live in a good way, support each other, because you are facing the same challenges against the oppressors. So that's what is happening today. So when I see that the white people, the black Americans are coming out to boycott the black Americans, the black Americans are coming out to boycott the African businesses, that cannot bring any solution. What you have today, you have one enemy in common, which both of you have to stand and fight against him. But when this enemy is fighting against you and you are still fighting amongst yourself, then what do you think is going to happen? The person who is fighting against you in racism, in color, he's the one who is going to benefit from this, because you are weak. Once you are weak, once you start to fight again among yourself, then it means that you are weak. Instead of you uniting and now coming together so that you can fight the people or the enemy who is fighting you, then you are still coming to fight against among yourself. So this cannot bring out any solution. That we as Africans will keep on talking each and every day. And that's why we have come to convene to talk about this, because it concerns us. Stereotypes and internalized racism, white supremacy and systemic racism. White supremacy and systemic racism affect both groups, but in different ways. Sometimes African immigrants may come to the US with negative stereotypes about African American due to global blackness, or misinformation. At the same time, African Americans may view Africans as disconnected from their struggle or even judgmental, which can breed resentment. And both groups are sometimes conditioned to view each other with a suspicion or a superiority, often based on stereotypes. But that's why I said that these people, what you have to know in common is that you are being fought by the system. Supremacy system. That's the best problem that you are facing today. Both groups, but in different ways. Sometimes African immigrants may come to the US with negative stereotypes about African Americans. What you think about them, when you go there, you find that it's something different. You in Africa here today, we say that we celebrate the Black Americans for them being there, and maybe they achieve for their achievements. We feel like now Africa is being achieved. If you can remember, during the reign of Barack Obama, as he was announced the winner of the presidential seat in America, all the black nations celebrated. Why? Because we felt like now a black person has come to rule the great America. That is what we were thinking of. That is what was our priority. The black man has come to rule the great throne. So when the black Americans wins, then we as Africans, we feel like we win, because we are one. We are one. When today, just like that guy has said, that when today you as a black Americans, you as a black American or Africans, you go in a place where you find that you are the people, that the place that you are, they are only white people, and you find yourself you are a black man, then what will come in your mind? When anything happen and maybe some people turns against you, you will have to find anyone who looks similar like you. And if you can only see one person that can be similar like you, then in your mind you will be saying that this is okay, at least you are saved. That guy looks the same like you, cannot let you die when he's watching. He will come to know what's really happening against you, because he just see the color that he has. He's the one that you are having. So you are the one, you people are connecting, not only in blood, not only in race, but the color speaks a lot. So let me say like something like we have something other thing like competition for resources. Some of the perceived tension is about competition over limited opportunities, such as scholarship, jobs, or affirmative action benefits. When African immigrants succeed, especially academically or economically, it may be framed sometimes by media or institution as, why can African American do the same? Which fuel division. This will fuel division against these two people, these two races. Why as our Africans are getting more in resources when African American cannot do the same? When African immigrants succeed, especially in economically, then the media will expose this, and they will raise some questions. Why these people? Why not us? So this will always bring out division. This competition is artificially amplified by a system that pits marginalized groups against each other rather than addressing inequality. Cultural differences is another one, and identity. We have to agree, this identity cannot bring us always bringing up as a division. Identity cannot be a reason as to why now we have to fight amongst ourselves. Identity cannot be the best reason as why we can keep on fighting among ourselves. So we have to be careful of what is happening today. because division are sometimes exaggerated by media. The media will always push out this division. They will exaggerate. Institution benefits from it. A divided black population, they benefit from a divided population, black population. Because when, as I said earlier, when these two people start to fight again among themselves, when they divide, then this gives a chance and opportunity to the oppressors, because they're the one who will benefit from this, but not the people involved. So you are being involved in this, but will not benefit from anything. The people who are fighting against you are the one who will benefit from it. They're the one who will benefit from everything that you are creating today. So this will always, and we will always be coming here today, each and every day, to speak about the division amongst the black community in America. We will come up to speak about the police brutality against the black community in America. We will come to speak about inequality, about racism, about everything, all sorts of it. We will come to speak about it, because you are the one creating this. So if you are seeing conflicts, it's worth asking who benefits from the conflicts. Often it's not the people involved. You'll not. So solidarity against shared oppression, racism, policies, violence, economic injustice should be prioritized first in black community in America, because this is what is facing all these people. The both of them, both groups need space to celebrate their identities while representing and supporting each other and respecting each other. That will bring up a positive perspective among themselves, and then this will make all form the stronger African American community, and African American and Africans in America community. This community will be strong enough to defend themselves, because the people whom they are fighting against they cannot find any solution towards you. They cannot bring any positive perspective again amongst you. They will always keep on fighting. They will keep on fighting. So let them fight, and fight that you, as the black community in America, you are so strong to defend yourself. You are so strong enough to raise your voice. You are so strong enough to defend your freedom in that position, in that place, because you deserve to be there. You are not there by mistake. You are not being there by mistake. So let's keep on spreading positivity amongst ourselves. Just tell me to have the comment section. I am your representative here, African Unity. This African Unity is spreading positivity amongst African or the black community, because we need the best and strong black community. That's why you have to come here and speak out each and every day. Let's meet on the comment section and really know what's happening and what do you think about these issues. How do you think about this issue? Speak out your views and make sure that you spread your positivity, and let's start to prioritize all that we need that can build up this community. Both groups need to celebrate their identities while respecting and supporting each other. That's the only way we'll get out of this solution, out of these issues. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to come back. Thank you.